안녕하세요, 영재토입니다. 오늘도 이 제로니모 스틸턴 책을 다 읽어드리겠습니다. 이렇게 여기를 다 하면 이 전거에도 읽어줬었죠? 이걸. 그리고 어제도 며칠 전에도 읽었지만 다 읽었겠지만 이렇게 오늘도 다 읽겠습니다. 그럼 시작하겠습니다. Geronimo stilton. My name is stilton. Geronimo stilton. My name is stilton. My name is stilton. Geronimo stilton. I like to think of myself as a very normal mouse. I have a pretty normal job. I am the postboy of the Rodent Rattle. It is the most popular newspaper in New Mouse City. I like normal things, like classic music and good books. I always wear a suit and tie. I don't like to stand out in the crowd. When I order the pizza, I take it plain, no anchovies. The next day, I woke up before sunrise. I had to get to the office early to catch up with my work. I brushed my teeth with cheddar toothpaste, and then I got dressed and ran downstairs. My driver was waiting for me. I got into my car and we drove through the empty streets of New Mouse City. At 6 in the morning, everything was peaceful and quiet, just how I like it. The driver pulled up in front of 17 Swiss Cheese Center. I walked in the building and headed down a long hallway covered with cheese yellow wallpaper. Then I opened the door to my office. Stacks of paper covered the floor and desks. At 11 o'clock, Marcella knocked on my door. She stepped into my office. Mr. Stilton, the new assistant is here, she said, but I think you should see her before she signs the contract. Yes, the contract, I said. I was so busy with work, I was not really listening to Marcella. Serious mouse like you would never agree to that. But it is up to you, of course. Yes, whatever, I said. Once again, I wasn't clearly listening. Marcella laughed, shaking her head. I thought I saw her smile secretly as she closed the door. That is strange, I muttered. Then I went back to work. A minute later, there was another knock on the door. I said, I am very busy, I cried, not looking up from my work. The door opened anyway. A young female mouse stood there. She looked like she was about 13 years old. She has gray fur and a pointed snout. But it was her outfit that really got my attention. The first thing I noticed was her shoes. I could not believe my eyes. Her shoes were enormous. They were shocking pink high-top sneakers with high. Inside the platforms, pink plastic fish swam in the water. The rest of her outfit was just as ridiculous. She wore bright green leggings and a large yellow sweatshirt. A diary covered in fake cat fur dangled from the backpack's strap. It was shocking pink, just like her shoes. It was shocking pink. Papers and photos stuck out from the pages. It was clamped shut with a big lock shaped like a cat's head. I said I had never seen anything like it. Her clothes were so bright. I wishes I was wearing sunglasses. What the problem, boss? My new accident? My head was spinning faster than the screaming red roller coaster. At the omniscient hurt. You are my new accident. I shook my snout. Dad is too young to work at the newspaper. That's what you think, she said. She held up one shocking pink foot. I wear size 12's shoes. I bet my paws are bigger than anyone's on your staff. Bigger than yours. Even I don't care what your shoe size is, I replied. When I was your age, I was playing with my teddy mouse, not working on a newspaper. I am sure you can't help me, I said. I have to find information on a very rare cheese for an article I am writing. I don't even know what it's called. It is made in a small village in Borso Forest. I need to know how it is made. An interview with Fuzzy would be great for the rodent's schedule. There was only one problem. Fuzzy never gives interviews. I told Pinky he is a pretty red. Not even you could handle this one. No one can. I will find something else. But Pinky had already stepped foot on her inline skates. Pinky skated in 2 hours later. Here's your interview, boss, she said. I even took pictures of him. I was shocked. A Fuzzy Fuzz never gives interviews to anyone. At the moment, my sister Tia ran into the office. Tia is a special correspondent for the rodent schedule. She knows everything that happens in New York City. Tia ran up to Pinky and shook her paws. Good job, kid, my sister said. I heard about the interview with Fuzzy. How did you did it? Pinky grinned. Check this out, she said. This is how I did, Pinky said. I wrote him a letter that went like this. Dear Fuzzy, I am your biggest fan. I know all of your songs by heart. Then I added some details. Pinky went on. I said I had a mean boss who made me work day and night for no pay. I told him you'd force me to interview him or you would fire me. Yes, I am Geronimo Stilton, I said. I was excited. I am so pleased you did an interview for our paper, Mr. Fuzzy is shouting. How embarrassing! Fuzzy Fuzzy was one of the most famous rats on Mouse Island, and he thought I was a first-class griff. What if he spread Pinky's story around? I turned as pale as a piece of mozzarella. The Daily Red was my biggest competitor in New Mouse City. If Pinky were there, they would get the Fuzzy Fuzzburn interview and the broccoli pie. I gulped. Well, that's all very insidious, I said. Pinky sat down and folded her arms behind her head. I understand, boss. If you don't like the deal, I can always go somewhere else. I already has an idea for Fuzzburns carefully. Pinky's gaze moved to the top of my desk. A copy of the Daily Red stood up at us. I would not let them stop me with a fuzzy Fuzzburn story. I could not let that happen. The essence is 10. Pinky had my instinct. Of course, it was ready for an accident to have an accident. But if Fuzzy biography could get done faster than Wave, all right, I said. But how much will your accident cost me? Happy birthday, Stilton. It took me all day to wash the orange paint out of my face. I went home that night in a bad mood. Not only was my office grounded, but it was my birthday. And nobody has remembered. Get ready to land, Dia shouted. Dia straight to the helicopter so it went down right below us. I saw an enormous ship. As we got closer, I saw it was a ship. As we got closer, I saw it was a ship. As we got closer, I saw it was an icebreaker. When the helicopter blades stopped spinning, we walked onto the desk. I groaned quietly. Everywhere Dia went, rats tripped over their tails to get her accidents. It looked like Captain Nelson was no different. Pinky stepped forward. Captain Nelson and I were interrupted by the sounds of excited squeaks. Pinky and Dia was exploring the ship. We should have a party in here, Dia was saying, walking around the large galley. Right, said Pinky. She began pointing around the ship. The food tables will be here. We'll need a lot because I'm expecting 500 guests. Maybe 1,000 even. Then Pinky walked over to a door with a plate that read, Captain Nelson's office. Perfect, she said. The rock band can go in here. Captain Nelson turned pale. I feel sorry for him. I know just how he felt. For a trifle thicker creamy cheesecake. Or maybe Trap went on and on for hours. I was so hungry. I wanted to eat my socks. We were lost at sea all night. The next morning, I was shivering and daydreaming about cheddar cheese when I heard Benjamin shout, "Uncle, look, it's a helicopter!" Then they began to dance. "Dance with us, boss," Pinky said. "You'll get warm." Poor Nelson. Captain Nelson greeted us as we boarded the ship. "We thought we had lost you," he said. "My crew and I surveyed the shipwreck. We didn't lose a single rat. It's too bad she is such a heartbreaker." Dia and Pinky spent all day getting the new ship ready for the New Year's Eve party. It started at 10 o'clock. Mouse TVs, camera, mice roam around. Family, everything. Captain Nelson walked up to me. He was wearing his dress on uniform. It was as white and shiny as a fresh bowl of mozzarella. "This ship is quite nice," he said. "Not as nice as mine, thought," he asked, hopping on his chest. "I do have a few medals. I got this one for saving a submarine during the cheddar wars. This one is for bravery in battle, and this one," they escaped with delight. "How fascinating, she said. "You must tell me everything." We were the only mice left standing. We won first prize, a trophy carved out a block of sharp cheddar. Can you believe that? The party lasted until the morning. Waiters walked around, handing out hot chocolate and cheese Danish. We all walked out on deck, watched the sunrise. It was very moving. For me, it felt like the dawn of a new day, new year, maybe even a new life. "You are almost perfect, boss," Pinky said. "You just need one more thing." Pinky took me to a fancy shop that only sold sunglasses. Cheese nips. I had never seen so many pairs of sunglasses in my life. I tried on 1,003 pairs. I count. Pinky gave her opinion on every pair. "Not those, boss. Those make you look like a clown. Not those. They make you look a crock. Those make you look silly. Those make you look cheesy." Pinky finally drew up her pouch. "I give up," she shouted. "You are a hopeless case, boss. You got the wrong snout." "Wrong snout?" I asked insulted. "What do you mean?" The sales clerk walked up to us. "And finally, these are the office of for kids only." 이제 다 읽었습니다. 다음에 또 읽는 걸 봐주세요. 감사합니다.